old man here. Oh yeah. That story is coming right up. These just came in the mail today, and they are the Pro 29 Cush Core inserts for my tubeless tire setup here, and I am super excited to try to install these onto the wheel. I also bought some rim tape. I bought the muc-off brand, as you can see here. It also goes with my muc-off tubeless tire sealant that I have sitting on the bench over there. Just got my Maxxis tires here, and they are the Maxxis Minion DHR2 29 by 2.3s. Now I did make a rookie mistake. Rookie is I took the existing tape off of here, which was absolutely perfectly fine because, well, I don't know why I did that. I just took them off figuring that it needed to be replaced, and they were absolutely perfectly fine. All right, like I said, I am brand new to this. My first time doing it. I did measure the width of the entire rim. It is about 28 millimeters across. I got 30 millimeter tape, so that'll be able to cover the entire width of the inside of the rim. There it is, boom, right there. I guess you're supposed to start about 2 spokes away, so here's 1, here's 2, and then put tension on it while you're putting the rim tape on. So let's try this here. Hopefully this works out good. I've also got the tire tool to press down on the sides here to get it to seal correctly. This is actually going on pretty good. Per the instructions, I've gone about 10 centimeters past. I'm going to cut it right there. And we're just going to put the rest down here. Make sure that's in there quite nicely. Make sure we get the edges. I want to make sure we get all the air bubbles out. And that's just a matter of running my fingers over any air gaps. We've got the tire rim tape on both tires. Now it's time to put the Presta tubeless stems in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a small little hole right through the tape here, and we're going to stick this in. So check this out. Got a really small screwdriver with a very narrow tip on it. Find my hole, it's right there. Ever so delicately. What's cool about these is these are specifically made for tubeless tires, and because you're putting the CushCore on top, it's got holes on the sides here and on the top. I'm going to run the holes along the edge of the rim here, parallel with the rim. So let's see if we can get this in there. That went in quite nicely. There's an O-ring that goes on the bottom here. That'll help compress against the rim. And you got your collar that goes on. And that one is on. Awesome. All right, so I got the CushCore unpacked here. There's another one in the box, as you can see. And now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and we're gonna stretch this one out. So I'm gonna stand on here, and apparently you can be pretty rough with these, so check this out. Oh yeah, these are very tough. That should stretch it out enough for you to get it over the rim here. All right. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this rubber mallet. I'm going to put part of it through the spoke so it holds it in place and then step on it. It's not bad. Actually, I'm doing this a little bit wrong. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can get this to work. There we go. Holy cow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a bear to get on. Woo! You can see on the rim here, it's in here, right? But if you get to the edge here, you can see the edge here kind of sticks out of the rim. So I'm gonna fix that right now. Right here's the arrow going that way. Drive side going that way, so it's gonna sit on like this. Get it all the way over. It's getting there. There we go. Holy cow. Even that was tough. Next thing to do here is get the one side of the bead of the tire into the inner channel of the rim. Easier said than done. Now apparently the way you do this is you just start kneading it into the inside of the rim. Oh, I see. There we go. I get it now. There. Again, I'm just rolling this in, I guess. Kind of doing it by feel now. That's working a lot better. So I'm getting close to that 10% at the end here. Just about there. I've been working this thing for like 20 minutes. Oh, got it in. Holy cow. I understand completely now what they mean is you need to get the bead of the tire into the center piece here. I just kept working it and then finally got it into place here in the center here, and I can see the bead of the tire sitting in the center channel of the tire all the way around, and I now understand why you need to do that. Grabbing the other side, getting as much tire over the rim, and then kneading it back into the underside of the tire. There, it's starting to click into place now. Again, first time doing this. I think I've said that about 4 times now. There we go. It's a lot of wear and tear on your fingers and your forearms. When I did this last night, my forearms were so sore that I just had to stop. I'm at the last 10% here. This is great. And I've got enough space here to put some sealant in. 4 ounces is a lot of this stuff, I guess, huh? All right, it's coming out of the tube just fine. I'm just squeezing it in here. Oh, I got it. Holy cow. I got it. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Whew. And I didn't use any swear words. My family would be happy. The reason why I'm so excited is because I tried just getting the tire on a couple of weeks ago, just onto the rim, and I couldn't get that last 10% because I didn't understand that you had to get the bead into the center channel. And then last night, as you saw, once I was able to do that, it went on pretty easy. And then that last 10%, you just have to really work it. All right, another moment of truth here. We're gonna find out if my installation of the tire over the tubeless rim worked. I bought this Azuno bike pressure gauge pump accessory, digital pump. It's specifically for a Schrader and Presta valve, and it fits onto a compressor. Oh yeah. So far so good. 5.6. 12.4. It's blowing up. All right, now we're going to take the second one off here. There we go. That's it. All right, this is going to be a rinse and repeat of the first tire, so I'm not going to go through and bore you with the details of getting the second piece on here. One of the things I want to show you here that I saw or heard about on one of the other channels is when you have a brand new tire, it's very stiff and rigid, and trying to get it onto the rim can be a challenge because you don't really have a lot of flexibility because it's not loosened up, it's really stiff. And one of the things that I heard is you leave your tire out in the sun, and what I've noticed immediately is there's a physical change in the tire, meaning that it's really flexible now and loose, and that is going to help stretching it onto the rim when I'm ready to do that. Success, ladies and gentlemen. I just finished getting the last 10% onto the rim. It took me no less than an hour to do that, but it is much harder than advertised on those other channels, in my opinion. My entire upper body is sore. My fingers and my palms are not used to just grabbing it and just pushing it over and over and over again. It's like when you work out for the first time after taking, let's say, 3 months off, and then you work out really hard, and then the next day you're a little sore, but then the second day after that, it's just your whole body's just killing you. That's what my upper body feels like right now. All through here, my forearms, my thumbs, and my fingers are just all sore. However, with that being said, I would absolutely recommend taking a shot at it by yourself if you're able to do that. I'm going to inflate this to 28 pounds. That's pretty high. It makes the tire very stiff and hard. And the reason why I'm doing that is because more than 50% of my riding is going to be on the road, meaning that I'm primarily going to be riding to and from where I work out. And it's a 6 miles there and then 6 miles back, so I get 12 miles in for cardiovascular, and then that's all on the road and sidewalks. So I want a higher pressure tire, so I'm gliding along pretty well. Once I get out into the trails, I will certainly deflate this, probably run maybe 23 pounds, something like that, just to give it a little bit of give, so when I do go over rocks, sharp edges, jumping off stuff, not that I ever do that, but I'll have the right pressure in here. So that's why I'm running 28 pounds right now. All right, we're at 30. It's going down a little bit. I think it's coming out of the stem here. That off. I saw this trick on one of the channels too, where they kind of do this to get the fluid, the sealant running around. We've got the tires on both the front and the back. We're running tubeless. We've got CushCores in them, Maxxis tires. All right, and that hub sounds nice, doesn't it? I'm also running access shifters, Bluetooth, no cables. Oh, that bike sounds smooth. One thing I can notice already is that there is definitely a sense of firmness, stiffness on the tires. It seems like they're very very hard, and that's because obviously they're inflated 28 with the CushCores in them, but even when I go up and down, I don't feel the bounciness that you would feel if you had tubes in. Test ride so far, tires so far, successful. Let's get back to the shop. Well, there it is. My first time putting tubeless tires and sealant and rim tape and CushCore onto my tires. And it was an adventure, as you saw in the video. But it was absolutely worth it. A lot of soreness in the arms and chest and shoulders. But if you're adventurous and want to at least try it once, give it a shot, man. It's absolutely worth it. And if you can't get it on, take a break for a day, try it the next day, and if it still doesn't work, you still have your local bike shop that you can go to and have them put it on for you. But I now know how to do it. I saved a little money and more experience for the wrinkles in the brain as you learn more stuff. So all in all, successful. I'm very happy with it. The only downside to all this is I didn't get a chance to ride on the trails today, but that's all right because there's always next week. Anywho, we're gonna wrap this one up, call it a day. Hope you got some value out of this video, and we will see you on the trails. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.